Notice there's a couple of chips here, all right?
Yeah.
You see that chip and that chip and that chip?
I do.
Come on over, guys. You're interested. I see you want to see the We start doing a demo. The next thing you know, we have people gathering around. All right.
Especially, I heard the people that you work with say you're the best at it.
Do I hear some South African boys, eh?
Yeah,
SA? It's lacquer,
That's it.
That's like my favorite word in the world. Yeah? All right. That and the Soweto long drive is always a fun one too. You know what that is, yeah?
Yeah.
You know that drink?
Yeah. So you've been there?
Many times. All right, so all we're gonna do is we're going to apply this paint. Jeez, what did they do to this paint? So we're gonna just take this paint and we're going to dab it next to the chip, okay? Just dab it next to the chip. Okay, it's okay to use a lot of paint. And then we're just gonna smear it across the chip, all right? Dab and smear, very simple. Okay, that's step one. I think we can all handle that, right?
Yep.
What's your name, mate?
Taylor.
T? Taylor? Okay, in your honor, Taylor, I'm gonna paint a T on this panel. And I'm gonna tell you we're gonna let that paint dry. Do a demo.
You do a squeegee?
Huh? I can. But anyway, so the thing is These throws me off the loop. All right, so anyway, so I've applied the paint on the panel. We're gonna let it dry just for a minute. While the paint dries, I'll tell you a little bit about Dr. ColorChip. So we invented this paint, all right? This is real automotive paint. You can think of PPG, Sherwin-Williams, Exalta, all those companies. It's real paint, we just make it in a unique way. Okay, we make this paint to be very sticky, to dry fast, and to be a permanent repair. It's sticky, it's gonna stick to metal, plastic, fiberglass, graphite, every type of surface, okay? Dry fast, this paint here, if you did regular touch-up paint, you're waiting for 45 minutes for that paint to dry. Our paint will be dry in about 3 to 4 minutes. It dries exponentially faster, okay? So, very sticky, dries fast. Most of all, most important, this is a permanent repair. Once we're done with this repair, and that paint fully hardens and cures, it will have the same integrity as the factory paint on your car, okay? So that's a little bit about our paint. What works with the paint is our step 2 blending solution. We call this the Sealact. These two products are chemically designed to work together. We've talked about step 1, step 2. One of my favorite detail friends in the world, this is Uber Detail, Carlos from Southern California here in our booth right now. You guys don't know what a big deal that is, but Carlos, what do you always have to do with detail products? Shake them up, yeah?
Shake it, yeah, because it separates, so you need to shake it really good.
So you always want to shake these products up. So you shake the paint, we did that, and you're going to shake this. So notice, these two products chemically designed to work together. While that paint dries for about another minute or two, I'll tell you we have two sides to our business. We have our single color kits. Taylor back here, I don't know, he looks like he's, what, driving a 2024 Mercedes? SL500 probably,
Yes,
yeah. So and it's black, right? So the paint color code would be 040 black. We make the single color kits according to the vehicle year, make, model, color name, and color code. You have paint made to your car, and you can do all of this yourself, okay? Everything that I'm using here is in this little box, all right? And so you would have a single color kit for your car. The other side of our business is one of the reasons Carlos is here, is the commercial systems. This is a 100 color commercial system. This system here is designed for detailers, car washes, car dealerships, PDR folks. In our SA lingo, we'll call them panel beaters, you know, all those kind of folks. And but that would be our commercial side of the business. We can explain all of that to you. And because you guys are some SA brothers, yeah, I'll show you. You've got a fellow who's from SA, right? You might have heard of this Elon Musk dude, right? Well, so
I don't
Elon,
know him, but he knows me.
Yeah, exactly, you know? So we did do a little bit of work with Elon in one of his companies, and we've actually designed the Tesla paint touch-up kit, which is kind of cool. We make that for them private label. But one thing I like to talk, and I'm only talking because I'm letting paint dry. I don't want you to stand here and watch paint dry. Another little feather in our cap. You've probably seen this, but if not, I'm so glad you're here. So what does this say? It says, not for flight, right? Kind of wild, right? Do you know what this is? You guys, here, feel it. Look how light it is. Do you know what you have in your hand? This.
Carbon fiber?
It's carbon fiber. And you know what is carbon fiber? While we had done some stuff with our friends at Tesla, me and Joe also got involved with this little company called SpaceX. What you guys have here is a panel off of the Dragon SpaceX capsule that people go into space, okay? And because they want to refurb those very quickly, this is when I was doing the color matching testing with them, but we actually make the paint for SpaceX. They use it inside the Dragon capsule. So our paint is what, Joe? Literally out of this world. If you notice up on that wall up there, it's not a big money maker, but it is kind of cool, right? All right, so let's see if this stuff actually works.
Shake it again.
Shake it, shake it, shake it. See, he knows. That's my favorite, man. I love this. And he's a good snow skier too. Not so good on the snowmobiles, but his wife, I'm telling you, she's gonna kick his butt.
She really does.
Uni, you're the best. So we're gonna go like so. We're gonna put a little of this on the wiping cloth, okay? I like it to be nice and moist, almost to the point of where it's drippy. So, Mr. Taylor, notice that paint's dry, okay? It's dry to the touch, to the light touch. I'm gonna show you right now what we recommend not to do, okay? Because most people who put paint on their panel, you know, they get a little nervous and they say, well, I need to rub this paint off because it's paint and if it dries, I'm gonna have a big problem. So they start rubbing too hard, they rub too fast, they're not patient. If I'm not patient, or if I don't use enough of the blending solution, I very easily, or if I'm using the tips of my fingers, okay? If I'm doing that, I'm gonna say, well, that stuff all came off. That stuff's no good. Well, the reason it's no good is because I did it wrong. So I'll show you real quick the way we recommend to do it, all right?
Shake.
Shake it all the time. Every time that you use it.
Yep. So, like I said, you want this to be very nice and moist. There were about 3 or 4 chips we fixed here for this fellow. So I almost like it to where it's dripping, okay? And now, I'm just going to use a flat hand, okay? Let me get a couple pictures, not a whole bunch of them. So, we're gonna use a little flat hand, and this is where we have to be what? Patient. We don't want to use our fingertips. And what we want to do is just this takes maybe 30, 45 seconds. And if you notice, if you guys want to come in close, you can see, you can notice that that excess paint starts blending away. And as that paint blends away, that sticky paint stays in the chips. Because remember, what did we say? These are chemically designed to work together. So let's let the chemical do the work and not my muscles. You're gonna fix 3 or 4 chips in what have we been here, 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes maybe? And you've got a nice permanent repair on your chips. There you go, that one's done, and last one here. There we go. And then the last thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use your microfiber towel, and you're going to do a little quick buff. Let me get rid of this mess up here. There we go. And we're going to do a quick little buff. And we are in Vegas, so going to be a little, what's his name, David Copperfield? Sure. Nothing up my sleeve. Presto. And if you look, the chips, come on in. The chips are still there. But do they look a little bit better?
Far better.
Not bad, huh?